It is Tuesday. Thank you, thank you. And guess what? It is sunny and cold in Washington, D.C. I really don't like wintertime at all because I am one of those people that just anything below 65, I am not happy. You gotta wear all these clothes, right? But it's wintertime and I'm grateful that I am still here. Good morning, Marcus. Good morning, Vincent. Good morning, AD. How are you? Share this out. You know, I am a teacher. Ah, yes, I am. You know, and I am here. Thank you for the thumbs up. So I'm here to tell you my story and what I do. You know, some people, when I remember when I first really became aware that I was actually on a journey to do something different. You know, I had taught for many, many years, being stuck to a job and didn't really like it. Doctors told me, oh, Rosa, you need to quit teaching. It is just too stressful. And then it came a time when it was about, I needed to release. I needed to release because it was killing me. I was not able to really control my illness. And I spent a lot of time in doctors and hospitals and all kinds of stuff. There was not a month that did not go by that I was not sick and off and couldn't go to work. Now, and God bless me, I'm gonna tell you, how is that you can be a teacher and you're out more days than you're in? That doesn't work well. And they tried to fire me. You know what? Folks are really crazy. Did they think I was going to allow them to fire me because of an illness that is considered a serious disease by the government? That wasn't going to happen in my world. And I fought them. And it didn't take long to convince them that they needed to sit me down and pay me. And so they did. The surprise was I was living on a $30,000 salary. I mean, can you imagine stopping from like 80,000 or up job, and then all of a sudden your funds go down to what I thought then pittance. I was devastated. I live in DC. There is no place in the world, this is my thinking back then, that I could get a really nice place to live in and pay a monthly rent and still be able to eat, let alone pay gas, electric, lights, and transportation or any of that. Girl, I was devastated. I was devastated. But then again, I still tried to make ends meet. So I was a multi-level marketer. I was selling sole purpose products, and I love my products that I sell, TLC, the teas and all that. I still do that when people ask me. And then I asked God, after 8 years of struggling with that whole experience, I needed something different. I desired something different. I knew that I was not supposed to be living in lack. That just, how can you live in lack when I'm made in the image and likeness of God, and God is prosperous? God doesn't live in lack. So if I'm his child, then I should not live in lack, ever. I had to change my consciousness. I had to thank him for the things that I had. Being able to actually find a place with no money. That's how good God is. I moved into this 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. I had no cash, none. And yet they let me in. And I was grateful. I came into this place with nothing. I had no furniture. I didn't have my clothes. I had come out of an abusive relationship, one that I had never been in. I had to have and go through all those experiences. And I had to say to myself, God, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. We're going to work this thing through. And I began to praise him for the things that weren't there, but I knew they were going to come. I have detoxed my apartment twice. I mean, it's just things just flowed in. God is amazing once you are aware that he's on your side. He's on my side. There is no way that I should ever be in lack of anything. Anything. I have more than enough. And then I asked him for an easy peasy way to increase my wealth. And then I met Team Goldenrod. And well, some of the sisters I knew, but most of them, brothers, I didn't know. I didn't know. And I wanted this easy way to build wealth. Well, he gave me many ways to save and to be wealthy. A job is not enough. That job just over broke just allows me or anyone else to invest in self. How many of you get paid, pay everybody else, and then you don't have anything? If you do, give me some hearts. You know, you pay your electric, you pay your gas, you pay your rent, you pay your mortgage, you fill your tank up, you go to that job, you spend 8 hours a day, and some of us even more, and they give us pittance for our time. Just over broke. So I had to change my whole personality. I had to change everything. Hey, I love it. I love it. Ayana, I'm reading these things. Oh, hey, yeah. You know, join, you know, share this out. Somebody needs to hear this. I don't care whether you're 18 and just starting out, and that's the best place to be, or you're my age, retired, you know, you may be married, you may not, but you're still struggling. Or you might be that person who's not struggling, but still does not feel the wealth of God. Now, you always have to become aware of where you are and what you're doing. Awareness is the first way to become wealthy. Then you have to get into your mind that there is no such thing as lack. There isn't. You have more than enough to do what I'm about to tell you. More than enough. And I had to get into that whole frame of mind. You work your way through that whole concept that there is nothing under the sun that I am lacking. Nothing. Whatever I'm working with, I can work with it. So when I ask God for an easy peasy, and I like to say easy peasy way to make my money work for me. An easy peasy way to make my money, the money that I invest in me, work for me. And many of the millionaires and books that you have read will tell you this. Pay yourself first. Let me say that again. Pay yourself first. Before you pay the rent, the mortgage, the gas, the electric, the lights, all those bills are going to always be there. And so will you. Pay yourself first. Be committed to nobody else. If you don't pay anybody else when you get that first check or that check on Friday or every 2 weeks or weekly, if you don't take something for you off the top, then you're doing yourself an injustice. You worked. I know I worked. I worked twice, two weeks out of the month, 3 hours a day. It's not a lot, but it allows me to pay myself first, period. So how do I do that? And what did I learn? Well, I was introduced to this company that I can buy gold by the grams. A little bit about gold. Gold has been used in our society for means of purchase of products, houses, and everything since Babylon times. You remember that saying that says your wealth weight in gold? Well, they actually used to carry gold around in a copper jar to buy products in Babylon times. in the days of the ancient Egypts. And people still carry gold. Oh, I should have brought my gold that I carry around with me tomorrow. People still carry gold. They actually have MasterCards that are connected to their gold accounts. I don't have a gold MasterCard because I don't spend my gold. Not yet. Because I desire to have a lot, pounds and pounds of gold to pass on to my family. For me, gold is spent when I have a huge situation, medical, or I want to pay cash for a house, something, go on that year cruise around the world, something huge. Because, see, I do know this. In 1971, gold was $41 an ounce. Today, an ounce of gold is worth about $1,900 to $2,000, and it's going up. An ounce. I have an ounce. I also know that it's particular